Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
My name is Ziad
I'm Daniel.
and we are your hosts. This week we are shooting in between the two Grand Prix.
Yes, we are. It feels a little bit weird, I have to say. Like, to be talking, like, I'm so used to the
race weekends. Yeah, like that. Still, the drama is still on. The drama is still hotter than a Red Bull in a qualifying lap.
Yeah. Yep.
During this time, hopefully, our question is going to be answered about Ferrari. Like, could they fix finally the car? Or Lewis Hamilton? Can anyone just find him a car, like maybe in Amazon or Alibaba, But fasten to your seatbelt, go to your virtual pit lane.
Yes.
And enjoy this week episodes.
Yes.
Our topics for this week is going to be latest news about F1 during these 2 weeks. Then we're gonna move to a general information about Formula One, just like to have more knowledge about what's going on in it, or what is behind, or what you can see in it.
Yep.
Then we are having our new segments, which is Banters Q&A. We asked you to ask us questions, and we are going to answer it now in the podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my professional opinion first.
Yes.
and let the real professional take over.
And then we are going to have your favorite part, which is crazy but true.
Good one.
And finally, we are having it back this week.
The pit quiz.
The pit quiz.
Exact.
Tomorrow, we are going to have then a quick reminder or a quick refreshment about the upcoming Grand Prix, and we will finish it up with our predictions.
Yep.
Let's dive into the news.
Okay.
Madrid started the construction for its circuit, which is going to be next year.
Wow. Okay.
Unfortunately, Barcelona's circuit is gone this year. Like, this year is going to be the last year for it. They started the constructions, and Carlos Sainz now is the ambassador of that circuit.
Sick. Okay.
The project costs around $450 million or euros.
Goodness.
And they are expecting when it's open and with all the stands every day, it's going to have 110,000 visitors.
Yeah.
They already did the simulation for the circuit.
Okay.
And when it's open, it's going to be, by the way, and this is a side information, the only capital in Europe to host a Grand Prix.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's nice. It's going to go through some historical areas and
that's pretty cool, but I wonder what the people of Barcelona think about that. Are they thinking to themselves?
I don't think that they are happy.
Yeah, you couldn't be, right?
Yeah, and the Barcelona circuit is like used as well for testing. So it's known for the calendar.
Yeah, what's gonna happen to it? What are they? That's a question for next week.
That's a question for next week. What's going to happen for the testing. Bahrain bought the rights to have the testing in it.
Okay.
In Bahrain before the season. This year, if you notice, they start the testing in Bahrain, then they had the first race in Australia because of Ramadan.
Okay.
I think next year, I'm wondering how it's going to be, because next year Ramadan is going to be earlier. Are they going to have the testing? Maybe. I need to check the calendar and do the calculation. If Ramadan is going to be there, will the testing be there? Yeah. But it's going to be something interesting.
Cool.
Other news, FIA are thinking to increase the speed of the pit lane from 80 to 100.
Wow.
That will help a lot in the strategy. Like, can you imagine the strategy game if this is applied? Habibi, don't move, because this is also...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to move. Yeah. Just keep talking.
Yeah, but like,
just
try to make
this
sound like, the current speed or the current time for the pit lane is between 22 to 25.
Right.
But if this is applied, that's going to reduce it from 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah.
If like, you know, the speed is 100 in it.
Which is significant.
It is significant.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Another news, Saudi Arabia, they want to have their own team,
Yes.
F1 team. So either they're going to create a team, or rumors saying that they want to buy Aston Martin fully.
Man, wow.
You know.
The James Bond company.
The James Bond. You know, it's not going to be that might be owned by Saudi Arabia.
That's right.
They have the money. They are doing a lot of investment, to be honest, like the Jeddah circuit. And now they are building Qiddiya circuit. I'm going to put like a virtual video now down there. Like they built a city, like it's theme parks and everything, but one of the corners is, I think, goes up to 100 meters up. And then you go down.
Okay.
You know, like the video is
That's
interesting.
Wild. Yeah.
The video is interesting. But yeah, they are thinking to buy one. General Motors are going to be an engine supplier in 2029.
Really?
Yes, sir. The current one, right now we have Mercedes, Honda, Ferrari, and Renault. I think with Alpine, they're using Renault. That's the current engines used right now with all teams.
Right.
Like Haas is using a Ferrari.
Okay.
You know what I mean? McLaren are using Mercedes engine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but like that's another news. Red Bull fans, you will love this. I'm gonna read it actually. I'm so excited about this news.
All right, let's hear it.
The source is from Racing News. Dr. Helmut Marko is likely to leave Red Bull at the end of 2025 season.
Okay.
Man, I hope this news is true.
Really?
That dude get himself involved in unnecessary decisions for Red Bull, especially with drivers.
Yeah.
This one, fire, replace someone else. Liam Lawson, the decision was made because, and I believe it's Dr. Helmut Marko is behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's too old. He's too old. He needs to retire.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
He needs
He's
to
showing me a
retire.
picture right now.
Yeah,
That's. I mean, you know, there's no age limit to be an astronaut
yes, but like in Formula One,
or a president.
critical decisions, there is an age limit. With all respect, like, but this is an excitement news, like, you know. Last Tuesday, on the 22nd of April, there was the second meeting of Formula One Commission. I'm not going to go deep in it, but like the main points, they are going to implement a mandatory two-stop strategy in Monaco GP, which is good because usually it's a boring race.
Okay.
Now it's not going to be boring anymore. The other one, because of the heat in some areas, like in this region, Singapore, they've introduced the cooling vest to be worn by the driver.
Oh, sweet.
Now, if the driver decide not to wear it, to make it fair for everyone, they have to put 500 grams pellet to replace the weight loss.
Yeah.
And last week we talked about the weight.
Yeah.
And how it's really important.
Yeah, distribution and like
The
where it is.
distribution and
yeah.
everything. The latest one, they were talking about changing the skid. I told you the skid is like the material under.
Yep.
After the Chinese fire, so they are looking they're thinking about doing something, either to change it to, I don't know if it's going to change it to steel or something, but they have to, they want to change it to make sure that, and they want to also check more safety regulations.
Interesting.
To make sure that the fires are not going to happen again.
Yeah.
And that's basically like the...
This week in F1?
Yeah. Now we'll go to some news you should love.
Some general info?
No, it is still the latest news.
Okay.
Netflix are going to release a documentary about Kimi Antonelli.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be premiered on the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo.
It's coming right up.
Yeah, and it's called The Seat.
Wow.
And we are going to have the F1 Academy version of Drive to Survive.
Okay.
And it's going to be released on the 28th of May.
Wow, it's a big month.
Yeah,
Media-wise.
media-wise.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And on the 5th of May, we're going to have to cook some food.
And watch it.
Yeah.
Like, that would be an interesting one. That's the latest news.
Okay.
And now we'll move on to
General information. Fantastic.
Right? And this week we are going to talk about the flags.
You know, I noticed that. I think someone in the comments recently mentioned that. They were like talking about the flags. Is that right? Like one of our episodes, someone had asked about flags. And yeah, so I'm ready to hear this as well.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pretend it's like someone else's question.
The flags, like back in time, there was no radio. So the use of the flag was so critical and important for the drivers to send messages.
Yeah.
There is 11 different flag.
Oh, okay.
And each flag...
It's a lot of flags.
...has its own purpose.
Okay.
Right? And also, it's not only flags, maybe you've noticed a screen as well on the circuit, which is called the digital flag, like, you know. So like there is 11 flags and there is digital flags.
Okay.
Right? Let's start with the green flag. The green flag means like, all right, the track is clear. Let's go for like, let's start the race. Everything is on position. Maybe you saw that before the race, someone just waved before like the 5 second starts. And in case if there is an accident or there is a hazard, like once it's clear, they will always have the green flag.
Okay, good.
Right?
Easy enough. Easy.
Yellow flag.
In
case if there is a hazard ahead, which means slow down.
Okay.
Like someone spinned, someone has an accident, and there is some pieces on the circuit. Like slow down, basically. Like you have to slow down.
Yeah.
Right? Double yellow flag is like there is a serious hazard right now.
Okay.
And you really need to slow down, and you are going, usually after the double, usually there is a red flag. There's a safety car and there is a red flag.
Usually after double yellow. Okay.
So once you have the double yellow flags, guys, there is something serious happened.
Yeah, be prepared for
Be prepared to stop.
Yeah.
Like to stop, to have a red flag.
Okay.
Red flag is red flag.
Yep.
Session is stopped. Go back to the pit lane.
Well, this is all super simple so far.
Super simple so far. And now we are going to a blue flag.
Okay.
Usually you'll see this blue flag during the race. If someone is overlapped, so they will have the blue flag for me saying, hey, there is a faster car coming behind you.
Oh, okay.
So let it pass.
Okay.
You know, that's one of the uses. They also using it like usually in the practice.
Yeah. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about Mario Kart. I'm very bad at that game. So if
you have a lot of flags in it.
No,
Never played Mario
but
Kart.
like if you get lapped.
Oh yeah.
You know, obviously that game you're trying to take everybody out. You're like shooting little shells at them and throwing banana peels over your shoulder. But I don't think there's any rule that says you can't, you can't attack the person who's lapping you. But you're supposed to let them pass if they're lapping you.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
Because they're slow.
Yeah. It's a different course essentially, right? Like you're on a different. Since you're not on the same lap, you're literally in a different place in the race.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't interrupt your flow. Yeah.
The white flag, usually they have it in the practice.
Okay.
After they do the cool down, sometimes they really slow down. And they wave it. So you say, okay, there is a slow car in front of you. So like you will be aware that there is a slow car in front of you. Now, I said the blue is low. There is a fast car behind you.
Yes.
So give it the space. Let the fast car pass you, right? And now we're going to have yellow and red strip flag.
Okay.
This usually is used if there is a slippery track surface.
Oh.
They there is oil, there is water, there is debris. They use the slippery one just like as a warning for the drivers.
Okay.
After that, we have the black flag.
Oh, sweet. Dude, I want to be the guy that waves the black flag.
In
pirate ships. You know what it means, right? In pirates? Like in pirate
There is a skull in it.
Yeah. But the black flag's like war.
Yeah, but here the black flags is basically get out, you are disqualified.
Oh.
You know?
So it's the race.
Yeah, like
sponsors.
you've done something
Yeah.
serious, either like against the rule.
Yeah.
For example, like you went out when you shouldn't go out. That's disqualifying during the race, like, you know. You were driving and you got stuck and someone helped you pushing the car away.
Okay.
You know, physical push, and you continue the race, that's disqualifying.
So that's why it's a serious.
It is a
Very
very
serious
serious
flag.
one. Interestingly, and this is side information with the black flag.
Yeah.
2007 was the last black flag seen.
Interesting.
Until last year,
Oh.
after 17 years, Nico Hülkenberg, during the Sao Paulo GP in Brazil, he got black flagged when he got stuck. The marshals helped him pushing, like they were pushing physically, like the car
Okay.
to go back to the track.
Not supposed to do that.
And yeah. So he got like black flagged.
Oh, tough.
You know.
Tough.
There is another one you saw, or I don't know if you saw it or not. There is a black flag with an orange circle in it.
Okay.
This one is usually raised if like there is an issue with the car. For example, a wing is about to fall down, which will cause like that's usually for the safety, which means go back to the pit lane, fix it immediately, and then continue.
Okay.
If you can.
Okay.
Fix it.
Right.
You know, there is a black and white flag,
Mm-hmm.
which means it's warning.
Oh yeah, and I've
the
seen
black
that.
and white.
We had a few
diagonal,
of those.
diagonal flag.
Yeah, we had a few of those a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Right.
That's a warning.
Yeah.
And after a couple of warnings, you will get a penalty.
Yeah.
It depends on what you exactly have done in the race. And of course, there is the checker flag,
Yes.
which means
Winner.
like the race is done.
The race is
or
done.
the session is done.
Right. It's a different guy that
Digital.
swings it every time. Yeah.
It depends. Like
I remember seeing the video on when we were watching the Bahrain race, and
Gunter.
yeah, is that who was doing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
But the digital one, if there is, let's say, a yellow flag, there's an accident or something, there is a safety car. There is two types, either safety car, or which will be short an SC, or virtual safety car, which is VSC.
Okay.
It depends on what's happening in the circuit. Safety car means like drive behind it, reduce your speed to 60%, and follow the car. No overtakes of the safety car.
Right.
Until they clean. Usually they have it if there is some debris from an accident or some pieces. Once the marshals are done with moving it, or if there is a car and there is the guys are going to pick it up, the marshals going to pick it up, but it's not that bad. Like there is no need, for example, to change the wall or change something, the safety thing. Usually they are like, all right, drive behind the safety car.
Okay.
The VSC, if there is something minor, reduce your speed by 35%.
Okay.
That's the difference between both. And that's it.
Nice.
And that's it.
Nice.
I hope this information was good.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's very good. Yeah. It's very good.
Useful.
Very useful. Yeah, I had no idea what any of those meant, except for the checkered flag. Like,
one day you are going to wave it.
oh man, imagine. If that day ever comes, that's how you know the sport is over.
There is
They
one
let me
scene,
do it.
I don't know who was waving it, but he was waving it like this. You know? Like, not like the one we always see. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the NASCAR one.
Yeah.
That dude waves.
Oh yeah.
He's like a ninja. Like
Right.
when he waves it. Like,
He's sword fighting somebody.
Yeah, and I'm expecting everyone to do the same. You
Right.
know, what I notice is like this. They're usually doing, but that dude was so slow. If I find the clip, I will put it down. You know, but this is this week Formula One information.
Okay. Lovely. Lovely.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Awesome. And now we're gonna move to the new segment, Banters Q&A.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. S._.Auraisi asks, what do you think about the trailer for the new and upcoming movie F1? It's the one with Brad Pitt, right?
That's the one with Brad Pitt and someone, Darwin Idris or something like that.
Idris Elba?
No.
Let me see. Damson Idris.
Yes, that's
Kerry
the one.
Condon.
Yes.
Tobias Menzies. Kim Bodnia.
Yeah.
And Javier Bardem.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it looks like you did not watch it.
No, I did not see it. I didn't see it.
It's interesting.
I went to go see Sinners the other day, and I saw the F1 poster though, and I was like, oh my goodness, this would not have caught my eye like 3 years ago. I would have been like, oh, it's another car movie. That's cool.
But this one is a special one.
Yeah.
Because first, like Lewis Hamilton is one of the producers.
Okay.
And I quote him: "The F1 movie is as authentic a racing movie has ever been." They had a modified F2 car to make it looks like an F1 car.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Pitt and Idris, they had a training on the car. They were in the pit lane in some circuits.
Wow.
They literally, they had, you know, the garages?
Mm-hmm.
Their garage team, I think it's called Apex something. I think if it's not mistaken.
Okay.
On the thing. They had their own garage as well.
Dang.
They had their own office at the back. When the drivers are going for interview,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you spot that, but Brad Pitt was, for example, going behind Norris, pretending that he has an interview, a post-race interview.
Oh, crazy.
You know what I mean? It is going to be authentic.
Yeah.
Like the amount of technology, and I was reading, they use 7 cameras attached to the car to capture all the angles
Mm-hmm.
of what the driver is seeing and feeling.
Mm-hmm.
They were driving after the race, by the way, Brad Pitt, and they were driving after the race. It was
Cool.
shot, by the way, between 2023 and 2024.
Okay.
The crowd which you are seeing, by the way, and this is interesting, friend of ours, anonymous, like last year, Abu Dhabi
Mm-hmm.
2024, he was part of the crew.
crowd.
Yeah,
Oh.
like, you know, the crowd.
Really?
He got hired for the film. But because of the cost, it cost like $300 million, I think, around 300 million. Like they cannot hire a full stand,
Yeah.
20,000 people, like,
Right,
you know,
right.
just for the shoot. So what they did is in a certain circuits, the crowd who were there, they were part of the movie.
Yeah. Right.
The crowds, the actual, like sometimes you see the actual crowds.
That's cool.
Yes, sometimes you'll find some, what you call that actors.
Oh, yeah, the people like
yeah,
in the background or
yes.
whatever.
But imagine like they had how many couple of
I was gonna call them freeloaders, but they
Yeah.
have like a specific name.
they have a specific name. I
Yeah.
forgot what is the name.
Stand-ins or standbys or something like that. Yeah.
Well, in Arabic we call it combers.
Oh, okay.
That's in Arabic.
Interesting.
You
Yeah, I
know?
can't remember the name right now.
But like in 2023 and 2024, it was shot in Silverstone,
Silverstone, yes.
Monza, Las Vegas, Suzuka, Mexico City, Spa, Hungaroring, and in Abu Dhabi.
Wow. Okay.
And in the trailer, I saw Ocon, I saw Science, I saw Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Norris, Max.
Wow.
You know, I think it was last year, Silverstone race.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was that race. You know, for the national anthem, they line up.
Yes.
Brad Pitt and Idris were lining up next to them. For the movie, there were 2 cameras at that time. There is the F1, the
Mm-hmm.
podcasting camera,
Yeah.
and there is the movie camera. The movie camera was behind the F1 camera, right?
Mhm.
The F1 camera took the shot from Max at the beginning, skipping them, and moved forward.
The movie camera.
one,
Mhm.
it just came to
Just watched that.
everyone.
Yeah.
No, everyone. Start from Brad Pitt till the end
Cool.
of the line.
Cool.
So that was interesting. I'm gonna put the link of the trailer.
Okay. I gotta watch it when we finish
There
it.
is another link of the behind the scene. And for more interesting details, the race did a nice video about it, analysis and like some more details.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put the link for them. It's going to be released in the theater on June 26, 2025.
Wow, coming up too. Man, it's a huge couple months.
It is. It is. Dude, back to your question.
Yep.
The trailer looks good.
Okay.
It's about a retired driver
Mm.
who got hired by a team to train the young driver he has, and they were racing.
Okay, excellent.
Javier, when he talks, he sounded like Toto Wolff.
Who?
Toto Wolff, the manager of Mercedes.
Oh, he sounds like him.
He sounds like the
wait,
way
is that who he's
speaks.
playing? Is that who he plays in the movie?
Maybe.
Maybe that's it then.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe. You know?
Cool. Just thinking about Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men. Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping he doesn't have that same haircut. That would be good for the F1 industry. I think they might lose some fans if he shows up like that. Okay. This is from ZSN._7. How did y'all come up with the idea of starting a podcast, and how far can y'all go doing it? I'm so curious where this person's from, saying y'all. I want to know if you're from the Midwest of the United States, like I am. It's a very big word there, y'all. How did the idea come?
This idea for me
You've had
was
it, I feel like, for a
long.
while.
Yeah, I had it for a while. This idea of the podcast wasn't new, but it wasn't originally as a podcast. It was to do some clips about Formula One
Yeah.
in general, to
Yeah.
give information, to give some latest news, like some short clips. But the idea of this podcast, as a podcast, wasn't there at the beginning, but the social media about Formula One was in my mind a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was basically saying, okay, tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
until I was like, you know what, let's just do it.
Yeah, and actually, I think it's kind of connected, because the reason we are doing it, like, because we've had conversations about like getting started, just doing stuff, like actually just going for a project, but like you know that I'm really into music and recording music, and so like you had some of this equipment around, not all of this yet, but you had some of it, and you helped me record some songs that I needed to record. And I think that kind of pushed a little bit to get some more equipment. And then and then the videos turned out really nice. And it was like, oh, okay, well, maybe you could do this. And then step by step, I mean, because that's all happened within the last like year.
It was, the last year. And the push was 5 episodes before,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Awesome.
How long are gonna stay? As long as I am alive. And with your support, we are gonna go for a long time.
That's right.
You know, dude. Let's move on to the next sector, which is
The best of all time. Crazy, but true.
crazy but true. I'm gonna talk about the most overtakes happened in a single lap.
Oh, wow.
It happened in 2023 in the Dutch Grand Prix.
Okay.
They saw the clouds coming.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they started the race, it started with drops of rain,
Mm-hmm.
but then start showering.
Mm-hmm.
The strategists, the teams were saying, oh, it's few drops, but then it was so bad. So lap 3, some teams went to pit lane, some teams were outside struggling. The total overtakes during lap 3 was 63 overtakes
So that's
made.
one person going in front of the other, going in front of the other, going in front of the... It could theoretically be 2 people that do all those overtakes,
Yes.
right? Okay.
So 63 overtakes in a single lap.
Wow.
And that beat the previous record of 45 in a single lap, which was 2007 in the European Grand Prix in Germany.
That is quite a
That
gap,
race
too.
in 2023 Dutch Grand Prix
Okay.
also featured a total of 186 overtakes on track. That's the total
For the full race.
for the full race.
My goodness.
You know, but that's an interesting information. There is 0 overtakes as well. 2003 Monaco Grand Prix,
Mm-hmm.
0 overtakes.
They stayed in the same position
Yeah.
the entire race.
2000, because with Monaco is short, narrow. There is
Yeah.
usually if you are the beginning, you are the most likely you're going to finish that.
Wow.
2005 United States Grand Prix, 2009 European Grand Prix in Spain, 2021 in Monaco again, 2021 in Belgium. I think that was because of the rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was laughing because of the. You remember the meme I sent you? Now the way I'm measuring whether or not I'm an F1 fan is the number of memes that show up on my feed.
Yeah.
You know, if the algorithm's like, oh, this guy likes F1, well, that's starting to happen. So
That's good.
So
Welcome.
I saw that one today about that feeling when
Rich.
yeah, when the richest guy with the fastest car wins the race, and everyone's like freaking out, like on the Oprah show, and there's that Michelle Branch song playing. Because that's kind of like, but that's, you're saying that Monaco can be like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like the qualifying in Monaco is really important.
Yeah.
If you finish first in Monaco, most likely you're going to finish the race.
Yeah.
So narrow, so boring. Hopefully now with the one-stop strategy,
Might change that a little bit.
or two-stop strategy, they will change it.
Right.
Hopefully,
Right.
And now let's move on to our sector, your favorite one, which is
The pit quiz.
the pit quiz.
They're all my favorite, be honest. I mean, like, yeah, they're all fun. They're all fun. I like the flow.
It is going to be a general information for you,
Okay.
and hopefully, it's multiple
Choice.
answers,
Yeah,
multiple choice,
uh-huh.
and you need to choose the right one.
Okay. Easy.
First question: who is the youngest F1 driver this season? A. Berman, B. Bortoletto, C. Hajar, or D. Antonelli?
Isn't Antonelli 17? So I think it's D.
D. You are correct.
Yeah.
Antonelli was born in 25th of August 2006.
Wow.
You got it right. It's Antonelli.
Nailed it.
Question number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis Hamilton is now 40 years old. How old is Fernando Alonso?
Oh, I know Alonso.
41 or B 42, C 43, D 44.
So I really don't know, but I know he's a few years older. I mean, obviously, all these answers are older, but 40. I don't think it's 44. I don't think you'd put. First of all, 44 is D, so I don't think you put D twice. So I'm gonna go with C on this one. I think he's 43.
43.
43. That's my
Your
guess.
final answer.
Yeah, that's my final answer.
And the answer is 44.
Oh, you did! You tricked me. It was double
Yes.
reverse psychology, and I fell for it like a
Alonso.
freaking dope.
Sorry, man. You need to know. So now, tomorrow I ask you how old is Fernando Alonso, you will never forget it.
You know what I'm gonna say? He's dead to me. I got that question wrong.
He's dead. خلاص. Finish.
That's how many years old he is. None. Not
He
anymore.
was born on 29th of July 1981.
Okay.
Question number 3.
Let's do it.
Which Brit won the Drivers' Championship in 2020? A. Lewis Hamilton, B. Damon Hill, C. Jenson Button, or D. Nigel Mansell?
2020.
Yes, sir.
The Drivers' Championship. What is the Drivers' Championship?
Like who won with the highest
Oh,
points
like at the end of the
season.
season. Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
So the winner of 2020 season.
Oh, I mean, 2020. Not Hamilton.
Hamilton. Final answer.
Final answer.
And you are correct, sir.
Yep.
Question number 4. What is the halo made of? A. Aluminum or aluminium like everyone else. B. Steel. C. Titanium. D. Carbon fiber.
Steel. B.
Steel.
It's B.
B.
Steel.
Your final answer.
It's either B or C, but I think it's B. Oh, wait a second. I think steel is super heavy,
All right.
and I know it's super strong, but it's super heavy.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with titanium.
Titanium is your final answer.
Yeah, that's my final answer. If it's
And
steel, I'm gonna.
Mr. Daniel,
No.
you are correct.
Yes.
You got, I think, 3 out of
3 out of 4. That's my best score on
That's
any
your
of these
best
games so
score
far.
of it.
Yeah, and I was really close with the one I missed.
Yes, you were so close.
The only reason I didn't choose it is because I thought you were trying to psych me out.
No, I did that on purpose, man. I did that on purpose. Let us know how many
Well
right
done.
question you got. Comment it, please, down
Yes.
into the clip. We'll move on now to the next.
Predictions.
Not prediction.
Oh,
just like to refresh on
remember some stuff about Miami.
on Miami, which is happening this
Yep.
weekend, and I can't wait for it. It is going to be sprint weekend, like which is maybe the first one for you, right?
Yeah, it'll be my first sprint one. I was just thinking about Miami though. You know, Will Smith's famous
Was it the slap
song.
Oh
No,
the
that's
slap.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Was it the Will Smith famous slap?
I was just thinking since he has that song about Miami, you know,
yeah. I'm so bad with
to the
with
break of
music.
dawn all night, blah 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 blah. So it'd be funny if they had him host the event.
What?
Or deliver they have him deliver the prize.
Do you know what I saw?
The trophy.
Not the trophy. You know the celebrities and the influencers. They go to the grid. Now, being in the paddock, ticket is by itself it's so expensive, right?
Yeah.
But to have the grid access, when they are warming up and they are like before the race start, to be behind them. Some teams are giving as a gift this special grid access. So like it's a lanyard with something hang called grid. Usually it is for the journalists, photographers.
Yeah.
Usually they have that. I read this article, the influencers and the famous people, the actor, the actress, whoever, the famous. If you don't know the drivers' names, you are not allowed to go down there.
Oh, interesting.
And I hope this is true because many times, what is his name? Martin Brundle, I think in Sky News, Sky Sports. He goes down and be like, "Hey, Daniel, how you doing?
Like,
Who do you support?"
I'm Lewis. Yeah.
But like they don't know who this is excitement about this race. They don't know and haram.
Yeah.
Get someone who knows F1. Yeah. Like at least to have the experience down there.
Right.
I know they are doing it for the marketing reason. I know they are doing it for.
Well, that's like recently with the space flight. Remember, like Katy Perry goes to space or something. I was like listening to an interview and she's talking about how it was and it's no offense to her, but like she was talking about string theory and stuff. She's like, I'm reading this book about string theory. I'm like, what does that have to do with being on a space shuttle? Really? I mean, it's cool and I'm into that stuff too, but like that's not exactly the sort of physics that you're out there doing, So, but hey, you know what? Don't want to step on anybody's happiness. And maybe those people are really happy to be there. Maybe
they are happy to be there, but again, like it's waste of ticket. Give it to us. Give it to someone. Give it to someone who really knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's not that it doesn't make them happy. It's just that it would make certain people happier.
Yes, but again, it's a waste.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you don't know anything and you're just there, I know they're doing it again for marketing reason.
Right.
Because it's all about marketing. And speaking about marketing, after this, I'm gonna mention something quick.
Okay.
It's gonna be a sprint weekend. The track is a street track with 19 turns. There's going to be a 3 DRS zone. 57 laps. Each lap is 5.412 kilometers. The timing is going to be a little bit late for us in the UAE.
Right.
But they're going to be like practice 1, then the qualifying for the sprint, and the sprint qualifying. It's going to be later. I'm going to put the timing here, and the timing again, it's UAE timing. Last year, Norris has his first F1 podium in that circuit.
Yep.
So let's hope we are going to have an interesting.
That's right, because I was talking about that with his race.
Yes.
Last time I was saying, maybe he was.
I hope he will
pulled
come
it
back.
together more. Yeah, he pulled it more together.
I hope he will come back.
Okay.
But the interesting one I'm going to say when we talked about the marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Apple is thinking to buy the streaming service to own it. Like what they did with MLS. Is it MLS? the football of the football of or the soccer of America, the Major League.
Oh yeah.
They started now, like they produced the movie. They got 25% on something, and what they are going to do, if any contract is finished, they're going to take it over until fully. They're going to be like on the streaming service of F1.
Okay, cool.
It's going to be like you have to subscribe to Apple TV basically to watch the race.
To watch anyway, is that for anywhere or just?
Looks like it.
In general, wow.
Looks like it. They are going to spend $2 billion or something like that. But that's the future plan.
That would make it really handy, though. To be honest, like it would make it. I don't know. A lot of people already have Apple TV or like Apple subscription.
Yes, no, but not. We had Apple, but we don't have the Apple TV. You know.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And now we'll go to our predictions. We're gonna have two types of predictions, Mr. Dan.
Yes. The sprint.
The sprint one, and then the race one.
Yep. Okay.
Before we start our predictions, I'm going to share with you the QR code right now. Please scan it and join our online prediction game. We are using Superbru platform. Please scan the QR code or click on the link, which you'll find it in the description and in the bio. Join us. Every week we are going to mention the yellow hat, which means the winner, the highest in the prediction, and who will get the wooden spoon.
Yeah. Or if you want to bypass all that, just listen to me because I'm on a hot streak.
Just like and follow whatever he said. Right? This time we are going to have two predictions, Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
One for the sprint, where are we going to see or mention or think or predict who is going to be in the pole position on the sprint qualifying, and then the top three of the sprint race by starting by third, second, and first. Right?
Yes.
So, Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
For the sprint qualifying, who do you think?
So, I mean, putting me on the spot.
Who do you think is going to be the fastest and like number one in the sprint qualifying?
In the sprint qualifying, I think Verstappen will just. I do. I think because I think
Max Verstappen.
And he dominated one of the which previous qualifying was it? Where he just like crushed it in the last lap and had a lap record.
The Saudi one.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The Saudi one.
Ridiculous.
But he did not win the race. But he.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying qualifying.
He had to come back.
Yeah.
I think as well my guy is going to be in the pole position of the qualifying.
Yeah.
Let's move to the sprint race.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to be in the third position?
In the third position?
Third position.
In the third position, I'm putting Max now. I'm putting him down to the third position, yes.
Interesting.
Because I think it's going to be the same situation. I think you're going to see some excellent driving from my guys, but also Mercedes, nice. And I think we're just going to run into like the same situations where, Max is.
There's going to be like a collision.
Yeah, there's.
I hope not. Like last Grand Prix collusion divided people between are we with the penalty or not?
Yeah.
Is the penalty fair or not fair?
Right.
I hope there will be no other collusions. For my third, I'll put Norris.
Okay.
He will come back to the race, but he will not still have that confidence. But he's coming back.
Gotcha. Okay.
For your second?
Second, Russell. I want to have. I just really
Mercedes,
see.
That's good.
Yeah, I see Mercedes as being very.
They are
strong.
And Mr. Consistent.
Mr. Consistent, exactly.
Is top 5 in every single week.
Yeah.
I think your man is going to be second.
Too. Okay.
Mr. Piastri.
McLaren.
That's McLaren is a fast car now.
Let me guess who your first is then.
My first, ladies and gentlemen, is Max Verstappen.
What is that? Is that his like?
That's his song.
Dun 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 dun.
You need to learn it.
Okay, all right. Well, then obviously for me, I got my guy.
Oh, Piastri.
Yes, for first
Interesting. So we are looking at I'm going to look the answers.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Let's move on to the race.
Okay, race time.
We are going to do our prediction, same like the one which you are going to predict when you are joining us in our Formula 1 online predictions. We are going, again, to predict who is going to be in pole position in the qualifying.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to predict the top 3, 4 to 10, and fastest lap.
Okay.
So let's start with the qualifying. Who do you think is going to be number 1 in qualifying?
Now, I actually think that this is tough. I think Norris will be number 1
Norris.
in qualifying. Yeah.
Norris.
In the qualifying, right? We're talking about the qualifying, yes?
Qualifying.
Okay. So, first place, you said?
No. So the qualifying.
Oh,
he would be
oh.
the top. In qualifying.
The top. Yeah, I think so.
So Norris.
Yes.
I would say my man.
Yeah.
Max.
Interesting.
He will get the confident.
Mm-hmm.
He will get that confident
You think so?
from winning the sprint,
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
and he will be number 1
Could be.
in Miami.
Could be. But the qualifying's kind of a different beast, though, isn't it? I've never seen a sprint, but from what you've described and it's like a very different kind of.
1/3 of the race.
Yeah.
So 100 kilometers.
You don't have the same kind of,
What?
just it's a different kind of duration.
It is half tank of fuel.
Yeah.
Usually there is not usually. There is no pit stop in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1/3 of the race.
It actually makes
30
me think
minutes.
that Norris would really thrive in the sprint
You think so?
because it's such a mad dash. It's like that's when the wild cards come out. And if he is nothing if not a very exceptionally good wild card.
Nice.
You know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll go now to the 10th position.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to be number 10 in Miami race?
Okay.
Number 10.
I just gotta give some names here because I'm not gonna know
Yeah.
enough to Albon.
Albon? Oh, that's interesting.
I
Williams.
don't. But
They
I
are,
don't
they
know
are
why.
improving. They are improving. That's good.
Yeah.
I would say Gasly. I hope Gasly are
Okay.
still going well.
Yeah.
For the Alpine is
Yeah.
doing well. You're number 9.
This is to spite some of my Ferrari friends and whatever, but Leclerc.
So you think Ferrari did not fix the issue then?
Correct.
I would go with Albon.
2 weeks though is like not. Unless you have a really pivotal change.
Dude, the upgrade they
busy.
can do it. If they can fix a car, if you did an accident now and tomorrow you are racing,
That's true. That's a
they
good point.
can do upgrades. So you
Fair
said Leclerc.
Yes.
I would say Albon, number 8.
Taking a stroll through the woods.
Stroll!
Yeah. I think that's a weird one because hasn't he not been in 10th or he hasn't been within the top 10?
He broke the record for the worst qualifier. Like
Yeah.
not moving from Q1. I think I looked for how many times. I
Awesome.
would say Hamilton is going to be number 8.
Okay. So number 7. Wait, what? Yeah.
So we are now like in 8. So
Okay.
now you're number 7.
7 signs, I think, and that's a pretty safe
Also, like
bet.
now you're putting. Oh, that's interesting. The Williams. So you said
Yeah.
like I think Albon number 10. Now Sainz number
Yes.
7. Oh, that's nice. I would say Tsunoda is going to be number 7. He's getting the car right now.
Didn't he place 7th? Oh no. Never mind.
Tsunoda was out last.
Yes.
You're number 6.
Number 6, Hamiltonian. Yeah.
So
my
you think
opinion's
now
not-
finally they found the car for him?
Maybe.
I hope
mean, I
so,
don't know.
man. I hope he's been complaining about it all the time. My number 6 is going to be his teammate Leclerc.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well,
You know, you're number 5.
so we're not all that different in our estimation of.
I think
Those-
Hamilton's still struggling with the car.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Leclerc, he knows the car.
Yeah.
Leclerc I don't know if he's understanding his manager right now, or the manager is understanding him. There is water in my seat. Maybe because of the water. I thought.
Don't say that on the radio.
Number 5.
Antonelli. Yeah.
Antonelli is the new. I think I will be with you with this one. I think Antonelli is going to be number 5. Now you're number 4.
Super interesting. Max.
Yes. Wow.
To the max. I'm not even putting him in top 3.
The strategy or something wrong was going to happen to him?
Not something wrong. I just think, from what I've seen in the last few races, he's had some exceptional times, but
the car is not helping.
The car's not helping.
I would also have Mr. Consistent.
Yes.
Mr. Russell.
Okay.
I hope he will improve, but I need to be realistic. I think Russell is going to be number 4.
Okay.
Let's move now to the podium.
The podium.
Your third driver on third is going to be.
I think I had the same as my sprint predictions.
So
Russell, Norris, Piastri.
Oh, that's order. So Russell, Norris, and Piastri.
So
for my third, I think your man is going to be down. Piastri.
Third, okay.
Norris is going to have the confident. So he's going to be second. And my man,
Mr.
Max, is going to be number 1.
That's fair.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to have the fastest lap?
Actually, don't know. I don't know who would have the fastest lap.
But
obviously, I want to say my favorite driver, but anymore now that I've said that he's my favorite driver a few times, I just feel weird about it.
You want to lock your favorite driver?
Yeah. Well, so I'll just stick with him. I'll stick with him for this, and then I'll have to re-estimate my thoughts.
So you would say Piastri is going to have the fastest lap.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say
such a solid race.
He is. He's going now. I think Norris is going to have the fastest lap.
Crazy man.
Yeah, McLaren. For me, this season is McLaren.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's the end of this episode. I can't wait for this weekend to have
Miami.
Miami. Me and me. What did you say last week? It's Miami.
Yeah.
Something like that?
Well, I don't know. I was trying to think in Spanish. Does it mean something in Spanish? But I can't really tell. It sounds like like my friend or something.
Mi amigo.
Yeah.
Oh, Miami. Oh, mi amigo. Oh,
or like my love, or like my darling.
Mi amor.
Yeah.
Mi amor.
I don't know. Could be.
I have no idea. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe in the channel and follow us on these platforms as well.
Yep. We'll see you after Miami.
We'll see you after Miami for a recap, and most likely we are going to have a guest for the next one.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't wait.
Okay.
Bye-bye for now, and
so long.
So long. Bye.